I have got a question and I want to answer it today. And it is November, I think it's 5 or 6, 2023. I come to understand that it's important to tell the date because I have reposted some episodes and I have not say the date of the episode that I repost. So I don't know when it was recorded, and it's important to understand what I'm talking about. So from now I understand I need to tell you when it's recording, because you maybe only listen at one episode. Someone have given you that episode and you listen at it. I hope people do that they share in many different way with each other about what I'm talking about. And it's hard for many people to understand that I am a prophet and I hear from heaven. And it's hard for people to understand that because men, leaders, that is men, for different belief system, doesn't tell us that there is no female prophet. But it is not true, because there was prophets in the past also, but maybe a little different from men prophet, but there was, and they were not recorded because women was nothing in the past. But as I'm doing my DNA, and I have found out many queens. It have not only been men sitting in the top. There have been women in historic persons. It have not been a man for a country. It have been women. And that is not something that have going on today. It have been in about Jesus' time, and in Muhammad's time also. The question I have got yesterday was it, and I didn't knew how to take it, but of course it is people that don't understand this podcast, and it's hard for me to tell you, for you to understand what my podcast is about, because there is people that don't have no idea that there is a spirit world. They maybe know it's a spirit world in a movie theater, in theaters, playing in games is spirits, but they don't understand that it's a spirit world going on, and the spirit is not. It can be in a body, but it doesn't need to be a body. So when they are not in a body, You don't see them, but they are still here around us and affect us and make us say many things. If it's negative spirits, then why did I say so stupid things? And why did I put a knife inside that person? And that is negative, evil spirits coming from the devils and his family. So there is a world that we don't see, or a world only few people see, that is not about something they have make up in movies like that. There is a world that fight against each other for real spirits that's coming from many generations away. They don't need to be just now created. They can have been created from the start of the human race. And the target can be today, but they started to make the foundation far away before human exist here on this planet. And I have told you that there was evil human, if I say not human, it was evil beings here on earth. And because the Bible is talking about that this planet was a void and dark into the deep, and it was like it is today start to be in Gaza now in Israel, that they are out from food, they are out from water, they don't know where to go, and it's start to be a little like it was from the start of this planet, that there was about to eat or be eaten, to kill or be killed, to kill or to be killed. It was no friendship, it was no love, it was only to exist. And that what is on its way to be here on earth. And that's why I was sent from heaven to be the last prophet and to try to make you listen at me. And they choose me as a woman because it have been failed the prophets, the male prophets, that it have been, and it have been in the far away. In those first generation was it women also that was prophets, but they were not. It was not in the right time, and now they in heaven they see that it's going to go back to when this planet was avoided and dark in the deep, and no one want to touch this planet, and every good people is going to be gone from this planet. if it doesn't happen anything that turn around. It's talking about the pole need to go back to good, not go back to the darkness, to the bad. And that's why I have been here. And I don't get any help. It's very few of you that listen at my podcast that help me by repost my episodes. And you need to talk to people about that they need to listen at this podcast. I need help from people, from you that listen. And this person asked, why do you sit and talk to yourself? And of course this person have not heard from the start my podcast. Maybe this person have only listened 5 minutes on my podcast and not I think it's about 650 episodes. That person could have not listened on all the episodes and ask me, why do you sit and talk to yourself? And of course I have said that many times, that is my followers that listen, you are my friends, you are my family. They don't understand this, that ask this kind of question. They don't understand because they don't know how it is to not have a family, to not have any friends. They don't understand that I have no one to talk to if I don't understand. I don't need to believe, because I know that some of you are listen when I'm talking. It's only that you don't answer me, but sometimes you answer me because I can feel it and I get the picture of you, that you sit, for example, praying or in tears and sometimes laughing at me, and I can see it because I receive picture of you. So it's not only that I talk to you, I can go into where you are, but it is not me that go in there. I receive a picture from heaven that show me this and want me to tell you that I see you. And I don't talk to myself. Do I talk to myself now? Yes, in one way, but why should I sit and talk to myself? That makes no sense, that I should pay lots of money to have a podcast, and in that podcast am I sitting and talk to myself? That makes no sense. This podcast is not only for you that listen at me just in your time, and but this is my testimony because I have saved up all my whole podcast for the future when I'm not here. And it's sad to think that it will be like so many people, they have not got anything. They have been here on earth and done their work, but they don't pay attention to these people before they die. And it was the same with Jesus. It says in the Bible that he was truly someone that God have sent when he have died, and the and the group I have eaten some vitamins, and it have not going really down in my throat. That's why I'm coughing. And maybe it's the spirit coming also that make this. I don't know. I never know if a spirit is coming. That I feel in my body, and I feel like in the air also, because this connection with the spirits from heaven, that I had really going on since 2015. But in that time I did recording film. I had camera and talk into the camera in the videos, and I could be walking outside, and suddenly in my walk I heard that I need to go home and start a video because the spirit want to talk about something. So it's not only in the podcast the spirit is coming. I have to drink something, see if the vitamins is going down. It's fall, so it's important to start to eat vitamins that I don't get it because I'm not going outside. So I drink C vitamins together with these vitamins and minerals every day. And the corona virus have started to come back to Sweden, and then we have influenza also that can be very hard on us. But I try to not be close to people if I don't need. I order home milk and butter and these kind of things from the store. So I don't go into the store just now until it maybe spring, and I can drive to the store in spring. I will try to come back to what I was talking about when it's spirits. That you can see that in my videos also, how I get connected to with the spirits, because when I'm recording there, I take off my eyeglasses. I had that on when I start recording, because I like to have the eyeglasses on me, because I think I look nicer in them. But when I start to go into the spirit and get contact with the spirits, then I can't have the eyeglasses on, because it be too hard for me to have them. They disturb me, because I close my eyes and then I have eyeglasses on me, and I don't need that, because I can see things in the spirit. So I have no open eyes, because my eyes be red and be have a hard to see things with my eyes when I go into the spirit world. So that doesn't need glasses. So in my videos you can tell there she's going into the spirit mood when I start to take off my eyeglasses. But now when I sit and do the podcast, you don't see me, so I don't need to have my eyeglasses on me. So I only close my eyes when the spirits is going into me, because I can't sit and look out, because I need to be in the spirit mood, and that is kind of different from to be myself. I need to focus on the spirit that's coming through. And I know that some of you that listen, you have this contact with the spirit, and you know what I'm talking about, that it's hurt in the eyes to look, have the eyes open, and in the same time go into the spirit, and it doesn't work at all sometimes. Even if I wanted to be with open eyes in my videos for you to see my eyes, then in some videos I have tried to do it. I tell you that I'm going to try to hold the eyes open when I am in a spirit, and I have taken picture after in the video. I play the video, and then I take what is called a shortcut, a cut into that movie video, and I can see my eyes, and my eyes is far away. It is not outside of, it's not normal eyes, it's like have going inside my head, the eyes, and it's is not clear, the eyes either. So I can see it, and maybe I can catch it in this episode, in the picture, how it looked like. I have done that sometimes, a photo of it, how it looked like when I am deep down in the spirit and not myself. And I have talking about Israel in my videos also, about the future for Israel. And I think it is what is going on today. I have recording in my videos. And so to answer this person that asked me, why are you sitting and talk to yourself? And it, I don't want to say a person is stupid, because that person maybe have not got it in the brain that something is different sometimes, that not everyone is the same. I say a communist because a communist is that everyone should think the same. Everyone should have the same sort of clothes. That's, but it isn't. I have told you I'm a free person, and I was a free person already as a child. And I had visions as a child, and so I was different. And I know I was born in a dysfunctional family, because it was both that the devil wanted to kill me. I should not live so long time as I have done. I have been in too much to be killed many times, but I still is here on earth. And I ask you, it doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter if I survive all these attacks when people don't understand. I get hurt. Last time I broke my shoulder in 3 pieces, and my knee also. But I be healed from it. But it hurt me very much in the beginning, before it was healed. And the doctor didn't understood how I could break my shoulder and break my knee. They didn't understood, and the hospital, the emergency room, they didn't understood. They thought only that I was laying in the bed, and they wanted me to go home with a broken knee and a broken shoulder. And I recently have read a paper where it says that they wanted to take off my dress, because it was very, I have sitting in the water on the street. I was very wet. It was very wet, and they started to to try to take off, and I heard that they say to me that they're going to cut my dress up, and I like that dress, and they try another way to take off the dress so that they could do that without cut it, and then they say when they should do the X-ray of my shoulder, my arm, they wrote that I told them to let me be, and it was negative. The paper, it says that I refuse to move my arm, and they didn't understood that I have broken my shoulder in 3 places, so I couldn't move my arm because it was so full of pain, and I knew I had broken my shoulder, and I didn't want it to break more so it couldn't be healed, and they didn't understood, and it in the paper it says that I refused to let them do an X-ray on me, and of course I was angry and sad that I didn't have anyone with me that could tell them she had broken the arm. You can't move the arm on her like that. And it seems like I was so very negative to the doctor, but I wasn't. And so I need to talk to myself, but I don't do that. I am 100% into to talk to you, like you are sitting here in my room, in my home, and I talk to you about things that happen. That's you that doesn't understand this with the spirit. You don't understand it, and you ask me, why do you sit and talk to yourself? I know it's fun in that way, that they are so into this physical world that we are in, that they don't understand there is also a psychologic world with spirits. They don't understand, and of course they don't understand about afterlife either. It's some religions that have afterlife, but they don't teach people what it is. So it's like the afterlife is cut off from this world, so it doesn't exist. It doesn't affect this world that we live in. That is like we don't have this parallel world. I try to understand it. That it is. They think this that doesn't understand the spirit world. They think that it happened when we die. when we walk over to the other side, and then it started things. And they don't understand that those that have walking before us over to the other side, that they are alive. They are alive, and they see us, and they hear us, and they make us get experience of things that they have experienced, and they want us to experience in our time what they have experienced. And because we have this silver cord together with the afterlife, we still have it's a spirit here now coming, and he's talking about this. I don't know what the English word is, but it is this dolls with strings, like in a theater. In the old time, they have these dolls in strings, puppet on the string, and they make a whole theater with them. And that is the silver cord. But of course we are not dolls, because we have our flesh, we can think, we can have emotional things. But it is like they hold in the string on us from heaven, and take us to places where they want us to go. I know some of you start to understand what I'm talking about now. Now you start. So you need to go and listen at those other episodes, as you understand now that we are like puppet on a string, and they make our move. It's not an accident that you meet your husband. It's people talking about how they met their husband, and it can be a real they had not thinking, no, I'm going out to meet my husband or my wife. They don't have plans for it many times. And then they go to a place, and they have got it in the head that to go to a dance place, for example, or a bar, and they have that in their head, and not other places. So they walk there, and then suddenly they meet this man or woman that should be their partners for the rest of their life, and make maybe children together and everything, going together. But that was a string from heaven that make it. And I have said it before, but it's far back in episodes that I have told you that I met when I was homeless in the United States, and I had almost been killed of this pastor, and an organization took me to a hotel, and I got a hotel room for 3 days, and they maybe were thinking that someone should come and pick me up so I go away to safe place. But I had no one. I had to be at the hotel. And we have this breakfast, simple breakfast, to drink coffee or tea, and then donuts, those small donuts to eat in the morning. And I needed to eat that for the whole day. So I eat very much of it, even if I didn't like it so much. Real donuts is very good, but this is crap things they make of the dough that is leftover dough. And I was there by myself in the breakfast room, and then suddenly it come a young girl into the room, and it was only she and me, and then far away it was the owner of the hotel. And I don't know how we started to talk, because she was only about 10 years old, and I was adult. And she started, I maybe had my Bible with me to read in the breakfast. And she started to say that I don't believe in God anymore. I'd be surprised and look at her. And then she said that I had believed in the Bible. I had been in the church, but I am not anymore in the Bible, reading the Bible, or am in the church anymore, she said to me. So I asked her, why did you stop read the Bible? I asked. And she told me that she had a friend. She say in the when I was a child, we were living in a trailer park. A trailer park in United States it's a trash place. It can be nice also, but it's very cheap to live there. And but they have got more money now when she was talking to me. And she said, I live in a trailer park, and I was friend to a girl in the same age, and we were playing and had very fun together. But one day she was away. She was lost, and the police looking after her, but she was kidnapped. She was going in a car, and I pray for her many days that she should come back and like the normal she, and not be hurt in this kidnap. And she didn't come back. She was killed. And I had prayed so very much to God, and it doesn't happen that she come back. She was killed. So God didn't help her, she said to me. And I didn't know what to answer her. I look up in the air and I say inside my mind, oh God, what can I say? Tell her. And I knew she needed the answer, but I didn't know what to answer her. But I got it from God immediately. And I say it was not never about that girl. It was about you, I say to her. You could have coming to another trailer park and you be friend with someone else that this didn't was tracked was target for kidnapped, and so it was not about that girl. And it is like I say this to her because I got it from God. It is like you go walking on the street to somewhere, and you and on this same street, but 5 minutes earlier, there have been a man walking on the street, and that man should have been your husband. You should meet your husband there, but you never meet him. So, and sometimes there is people that meet each other on that street, but it was not meaning that you should meet your husband because you walk 5 minutes before him. And I don't know what it was that make her understand it. But she was very happy, and she said to me that, "Oh, thank you. Now I am going home and open the Bible again. Thank you," she said, and her face was like sunshine, and she took it. But I don't really know what it was that she find out in my talk, because I was talking from God, and but God knew that she should understand. And I say to her that that child have maybe done something wrong in her life that she should not have done. She should have done it in another way. I told her, so it was not about her, it was a warning to you to not do what that girl did. You should learn from her way to live her life. And it must have been something there that she was too open to everyone like that, and be like target for interest. And I don't know, but something was it. And then in the hotel later that day, I was at a swimming pool, and there was some people, and they gave me a hot dog. They barbecue. I got hot dogs of them, and I start to sit and talk, and it was the same there, that they have lost a child, that couple I talked to, and it was this, that they was out and barbecue in the night, and they say our children is laying and sleeping in the hotel, and I say, is there anyone that sit with them and take care of them? No, they are sleeping, and we go up and check out the children sometimes, they say to me. And then they talking about, I ask them, how many children do you have? And I think they had, I can have wrong, but maybe they say 5. And it should be 5, they say. But one of the children have died. And then I say to them that it is a reason why you lost that baby. I say it's but you have four children up in the hotel room sleeping, and it can happen things with them because you don't look after them, and I say that those 4 children you have, it is not that you have make sex and then you get them. You have been giving those 4 children from God because he see you as good parents that can take care of their children. So you should go back to the hotel room and look at your children and thank God because you still have 4 children. You maybe could have never had any children, but you were given 5 children from God, and one of some reason that you only know is not here anymore, but you still have the 4 children. And the man in the family, he understood, and he be so thankful for me to say that it's they should not focus on that child that have died, because that child have died and have nothing with this world to do. But those 4 other children, they are in the world and should be taken care of. So when I come there and talk to them, they were in grief and focus only on that child that have died, when they need to have focus on those 4 other that lived. And it was like I say about the same thing to them, that it maybe was that you should not have any children, but you have got 5 children from God. And so most of you have not heard about this in the morning when I talked to that girl, because you have not listened at the episodes. But maybe some have heard it before. And it doesn't matter that I repeat, because then you maybe don't really remember it, but now you remember it. So it's not about that I talk to myself. It's like you are sitting here and listen. And it have happened, you that have listened, at all, the you that follow me, you know that I sometimes I say, you have a question for me. I say that because I hear it from heaven, that they tell me that someone listen at me just now have a question, and tell me what question it is, and then I can answer you. It have happened, but not very often, but it happened. So I am not talking to myself that way. And I am sure that that person that asked me that, wrote to me and asked that question, I don't think she listened at this podcast. But it's for you that listen, that I answer it, even if you don't ask me that. But it was more to tell you about in this episode that you have not, maybe not heard and needed to hear. So that this is, I have some more subjects, but that maybe will be tomorrow or another day. And I thank you for follow me and listen. And don't be frightened to ask me questions. I don't laugh at you about it, because it's serious for you to get the answer from me. And I answer you. I love all the people, so I want to tell you if there is something you're wondering about. So write to me. I love to get mails from you, even if you think, oh, it's stupid to write her. But nothing is stupid. I'm going to tell you, but of course I don't tell your name, who you are. I only answer the question. So write to me. Thank you, and God bless you.